Good morning, everybody. Before I start my presentation, let me introduce myself. My name is Betanika Nila Nirbita. I'm from Siliwangi University in Tasikmalaya, and I will presentation about my literature review. The title is E-ATCM as a learning media for higher education students in COVID-19 pandemic. I start with a background or the introduction in this literature review. All of us know that the COVID pandemic has been running for almost 2 years, and this pandemic requires governments to make new rules regarding learning. Distance learning must be carried out to minimize the spread of the COVID-19 virus. And so the educators try to provide learning with several platforms such as Zoom or Google Meet or Google Classroom, etc. But several students still find it difficult to follow distance learning. There are some problems with distance learning, such as the slow internet connection, lack of interaction in the learning process, and difficult to measure student understanding and ability. So in this literature review, I can say that student needs interactive media or the ICT media. So student need e-model as one of the learning media solution to use in distance learning for improved student understanding. Now, student needs the media which does not require a strong signal and can be repeated as need as much. And e-model development is needed, especially for accounting learning for distance learning. The method in this article is literature review by looking for theoretical source and relevant reference to solve the problems. The result and discussion number 1 is learning media. Learning media is one of the most important components in the learning process by Febrianto and Osman and also Azar. The right choice of learning media will be able to improve student understanding of the material that leads to improved learning outcomes by Rusman and Arshad. ICT media can improve the quality of students and also their learning outcomes by Buckingham, Tessie, Al-Melevi, and Al-Miftati. E-modules as one of interactive learning media that use ICT can improve student understanding that leads to improved learning outcomes. So the E-ATCM is one of the interactive media that developed with the aim to improve student understanding and also student learning outcomes. E-ATCM is needed to cope the lack of understanding in learning material. Number 2 is about learning outcomes. The literature on higher education states that learning outcomes should be substantial agent in evaluating the quality and effectiveness of higher education by Pai and Han. Learning outcome explain what students should know, understand, and be able to do after completing a period of study. Purwanto, Jihad, and Haris Kunandan say that learning outcomes are changed in student behavior due to the learning process both in the cognitive, affective, and psychomotoric domains. So the indicator of learning outcome is number 1 is about knowledge, number 2 is about the ability to collect and use information, and number 3 is general academic results such as critical thinking, analyze, and synthesizing, and also ideas and information by Han. So the conclusion about in this literature review is E-ATCM or e-accounting trading companies models as a solution in increasing student understanding in university, especially accounting for online learning during the COVID-19 pandemic. The recommendation is this literature review can be used as a reference in research and developing of learning media during the pandemic. Thank you for listening my presentation.